Infinite Spirit, we want to thank each and every one of you for being here today, that the energy of Spirit, the energy of the universe, will expel itself within your being and allow you to raise to your highest potential and allow you to find your purpose and your direction in your life. And this we ask. Amen. Please be seated. Located in the bulletin are our Declaration of Principles. Please join with me in reciting the principles together. We believe in infinite intelligence. We believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are the expression of infinite intelligence. We affirm that a correct understanding of such expression and living in accordance therewith constitute true religion. We affirm that the existence and personal identity of the individual continue after the change called death. We affirm that communication with the so-called dead is a fact, scientifically proven by the phenomena of spiritualism. We believe that the highest morality is contained in the Golden Rule. Whatsoever ye would that others should do unto you, do ye also unto them. We affirm that the moral responsibility of the individual and that he makes his own happiness or unhappiness as he obeys or disobeys nature's physical and spiritual laws. We affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any human soul here or hereafter. We affirm that the precepts of prophecy and healing contained in the Bible are divine attributes proven through mediumship. There's also a healing prayer in the bulletin. Please recite with me the prayer for spiritual healing. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to have present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust, love, and the power of God. Now, for those who would like to receive spiritual healing, please go to the next available healer. You can take a seat against the walls and go to the first healer in case you have. So while the healers work, the rest of us will join in a guided meditation led by Jill Jordan, Crystal Bowles. So we're in for a treat. Go ahead and plug it in. And I'm gonna... Nice. It's on. You're on.
Good morning. You guys hear me? Yeah. Great. So assume a position of meditation. Flat on the chair, feet on the floor. If you're able, keep your spine straight, your hands resting, laying upward or comfortably together. And we'll begin by just focusing on our breath. Our life force, our life source. Breathing in and filling the lungs completely. Nice and slow. And then exhaling the lungs completely. Just going to practice on elongating the inhale and the exhale, allowing us to be more centered, connected to our heart. Breathing in, filling the lung, remembering the lung comes all the way down below the rib cage. Get some air down there, all the way up behind the clavicle. Another sip of air in. And then a nice long exhale. And at the end of the exhale, see if you can take your belly button and just tuck it in and up. Really get the rest of that stale air out of the lungs. Preparing it for our next fresh breath. allowing the energy to expand with each breath, radiating from the heart. Imagine, envision, see, or feel this energy from the heart expanding with each breath until it is 6 feet outside the body, creating a field 6 feet around you, above you, below you, front, back, and all around. This heart energy. We're going to connect to each other. So on the next breath in, we connect to all the hearts in this room and their fields, all beating together, expanding that pulse of life and love. Next breath in, expand it even further, actually expanding it infinitely to all beings everywhere. Imagining this field of white light, that infinite expansion, filled with everything, all that is, all that ever was, everything that will be, in this white light. Feeling a connection to that. It is in you, you are in it, you are it, it is you. Breathe that into the body. In this light, you can place your prayers, questions, your desires, infinite intelligence, infinite possibility, potential. intelligence. And perfection. And pushing out all that stuck energy down through the body, out the feet, and into the earth. Thank you, Mother Earth, for transmuting this energy that is no longer needed in my body. Allowing her to take over whatever she needs it for, wants it for. Maybe it's molten lava, maybe it's flowers. It's okay. Just let that energy go. And she will transmute it. Allowing your body to be more open and clear. Here inside yourself, I'm whole, I'm complete, I'm love. Now the next breath in, you're going to feel this energy that's coming down through us into the earth. This time, it spreads out into the earth like a roots of an old oak tree. Grounding you, connecting you, giving you some strength and stability to be here on this planet now. Allowing those roots to spread out. And on the next breath in, we're going to breathe up energy from the earth, from those roots. Allow that earth energy to become merged with our field. So it's going to come up those roots, up your feet, into the body, surrounding the field around you, immersing you in a beautiful etheric green or blue energy. This life-giving planet. Grounding you and stabilizing you. And feel this blue-green energy just around you. Maybe you're floating in it. Just allow it to create a bubble of protection. For safety, stability. And we're going to do 2 more breaths like that. So we breathe in through the crown, down the spine, down the legs, out the feet, into the earth, into those roots. They're getting stronger, more stable, expanding. to the body. Feel yourself on your seat. Feel your feet on the floor. Start to wiggle your toes or your fingers. Coming back into this moment, this time, this space, this place. When you're ready, you can open your eyes.
Thank you, Jill, so much for the meditation. If you received a healing or result in a correction or an improvement, please fill out one of these yellow cards. We have them over here at the back table. Fill these yellow cards, either drop in the prosperity bowl or give it to me or Judy or one of the pastors here today. I would like to introduce our speaker today. I've known Jill for quite some time. Jill Marie Jordan is an author. Her books can be found in our bookstore. Jill is also a certified sound and Reiki healer, spiritual teacher, artist, and producer of the upcoming film Movement for Peace, Frequency of Love. She holds a bachelor's degree in metaphysical sciences, is an award-winning public speaker. Today's message is Your Life Song. I'd like to introduce Jill Marie Jordan.
Thank you. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Good. So I'm going to begin by focusing on number 7 of our principles, which I'll just remind you, we affirm the moral responsibility of individuals and that we make our own happiness or unhappiness as we obey or disobey nature's physical and spiritual laws. Okay, so we say that every week. We know what that means. But I'm going to go a little bit deeper in the interpretation of that by Joseph Whitwell, the 3rd president of the National Spiritualist Association of Churches. He says every person themselves is responsible for the welfare of the world in which they live, for its welfare or its misery, for its happiness or unhappiness. And if we are to obtain heaven on earth, we must learn to make that heaven for ourselves and for others. Individually, humanity is responsible for their own spiritual growth and welfare. Sins and wrongdoing must be outgrown and overcome. Virtue and love must take their place. And that's end quote. Sin, by the way, means being out of alignment with God, being out of alignment with your truth, with source. It doesn't mean that, it can mean that, a horrible act has happened or a lie or a threat. It just means becoming out of alignment with source. And so we have the opportunity, in fact, it's a responsibility to, in every single moment, choose our vibration. Right? The only thing that stands between us and source, God, goddess, whatever word you want to use, is our ability to choose. And if we're not choosing that divine place of love in each moment, that's what's disconnecting us. So we need to look at in every moment, are we coming from a place of fear or are we coming from a place of love? And it's a time on our planet when we're all trying to come into alignment, right? We've had a lot of chaos. We've had a lot of changes happening. And it's easy for us to lose our balance. Even though we're all trying to be in alignment of some kind, that inner connection to source can throw us off based on what we're looking at happening around you, based on what we see in our own lives or in the media. And that moment to moment free will choice of our own vibration to help ourselves, our life, our own inner alignment, and the planet and the evolution of humanity, believe it or not, because it's happening, is by not allowing those outside circumstances to affect our connection to source, to God, to spirit, to the oneness, to the true nature of who we are. So how do we choose alignment in a world or a life with chaos?
through a filter of love. Through that moment to moment free will choice of our own vibration. Discernment, I like to follow this woman. She's named Michaela Sheldon, and she channels a lot of information, and it lifts me up, and it helps me to kind of look at things in a new way. So I'm going to share with you what she said recently that she got through Mary Magdalene. She says discernment is filtering through a vibration of love. And in discernment, we're leading ourselves to the solution and not the problem. It's so easy to be sucked into the problem, to the chaos, to the pain. It's there, it's available, and it's streamed 24/7 on millions of different ways. So it's up to us to be the master of ourselves and our own vibration. So just for a moment, being as a sound expert, everything is frequency. We know that. And to me, it becomes part of my natural language. So let's think about how it feels around the frequency of saying the word judgment. So let's all just say the word judgment. Judgment. Okay. Now we're going to feel that in our throat, in our heart, in our vocal cords, and consider how it feels. Let's say it again. Judgment. Okay, can you feel that? So now instead say the word preference. Preference. Consider how that feels in the body. More open, it's lighter. Preference, right? It's that little switch of just knowing, I don't want that. That's hideous. I prefer this. Just that first step will start to move your vibration towards love, to having that filter of love. And there is a massive unfolding of things on our planet between the pandemic and the education changes and the government changes, and our bodies are changing and physical systems are changing. And I mean, there's so much. But no matter what is happening on the outside, if we stay connected, if we live from a place of our truest nature, which is divine love, we can face all of that, and we can actually bring those situations love. When we feel in control and empowered, we can direct our life like a conductor of an orchestra, right? What if we could have a beautiful symphony of a life, of a world, of a humanity? We can. We actually can. And in fact, if we're not choosing moment to moment filter as a vibration of love, then we are actually increasing the very thing that we are resisting. So all of this fear and change and hate and resistance, when we participate in that and we blog about that and we talk about that and we gossip about that and we have such strong opinions about that, we are literally adding our energy to the very thing that we are saying that we don't want in our world. And so now this creates this dense energy pattern, and it just begins to build. And the more people that are doing it, it's creating a more dense frequency here. And that's why it's so easy to just kind of lunge into that. So if we live a purposeful life in the moment, we can come back and choose in each moment. So let's look at how a symphony develops. They practice, they learn, if they make a mistake, they don't repeat it if possible. If they're out of tune, they get in tune. It's the same with life. We just have different instruments, right? We have different people, we have different events, which could be our songs. And if we keep repeating the same mistakes or keep talking about what has happened, it's still happening to us now. It's still creating that imprint into our body and into the field, not just ours, but the infinite field. So we have to just begin to come back to that place of unified love to be able to do this. Each day could be a new theme, right? Each day could be a new song. Like, what if it starts out slow and then it builds, or maybe it starts out quiet and then it gets busy? It just depends on how your day goes, right? Maybe it's slow, but then it picks up, or maybe it's just wild from the start. Maybe it's soft, maybe it's relaxing. Each day has a new opportunity, each day a new frequency, each day a new song. So today I want to talk about your life song. Did you know you had a life song? Your whole life is your song. First of all, your body is a symphony of harmonic frequencies. Every organ, every muscle, every tissue, every cell has its own frequency. And then your body as a whole has a composite frequency. When one thing is out of tune, it makes the whole body out of tune. It's that out of tune violin in the orchestra. So we have a choice through the words that we speak, through the actions that we take, through the thoughts that we think inside ourselves, on how that frequency, those imprints, that song is going to play out in our life. Research tells us that sound is the organizational principle of our universe, of physical matter, and probably most importantly, of living matter. We are made of sound. We are made of frequency. And we also know that your thoughts, your words, your action, everything has energy, right? So your very existence is a song to the universe of all that you are. And it's creating this imprint. I keep popping that. It's creating an imprint that just ripples into infinity. So what is your life song? If you could name the song of your life, what would it be? Would it be a Mozart? Would it be a sad song about bad luck and regrets? Is it a sad song about all the sorrows? Or is it a love song? Is it a happy song? Your vibration is part of this divine universal symphony. So what is your life song? Like most people, it's probably a little bit of everything. Sometimes it's a Mozart, sometimes it's sorrow, sometimes it's bad luck, sometimes it's pain, sometimes it's happy, sometimes it's love. So you can be the conductor of your orchestra. Your life song can be a love song. You can imprint your energy into the field, into this evolution that we are facing of our planet and of our human race. That's what we are here for. You know, if we ever question, why is this happening to our world? We came here to help this evolution. Let's take part. What is your role? We all have a unique something to share, to help to heal this, to move ourselves to the next chapter of what Earth and humans are. And it's coming in as love. We're being shown things so that we can have a new reaction. If we keep reacting the same way that we always did, if we keep repeating all the past hurts or the hurts that are coming that may never come, the worry, this is just adding to that density that will be rippling out and just make it a lot more of a struggle. Because it is going to happen. We are changing. This earth is changing. And we came here to participate. Let's choose, a place of love. And so your life song can be meditation music, or it can be inspirational or hopeful, or it can be your love song. And so that you're living every day, you bring peace, you bring love. It's excited curiosity of what can happen next. We don't know, but let's face it with that feeling of excitement or curiosity. Curiosity is a really good vibration. That's like really being close to source, because it's like this, like a 3-year-old going, oh, it's a new day. We can live like that. Just because we're grown-ups doesn't mean that we don't know how to do that. If we can connect, that feels good. But, we get stuck in what's happened outside of us or what's happened in the past. And that's what brings us down into those denser vibrations. And so you get to choose in every moment. You get to choose. Have you ever listened to a song and couldn't really understand what they're saying, and so you started like singing lyrics that weren't And then you found out later they're not really the right lyrics. That happened with my daughter. She was about 12 at the time, and she started singing this song. This is the end, so blow all your heads off. And I was like, what? I'm like, this can't be right. She's like, yeah, Mommy, that's what they're singing. I'm like, no. This cannot be on the radio right now. So I listened to the chorus, and it said, this is the anthem, throw all your hands up. That's quite a different, And once you know that, you really can't go back to singing the old, because you now know what the real, what the real lyrics are. So there's things that we hear that we misinterpret. There's things that we see that we misinterpret. And communication with others in business and relationships and sounds that we hear at night. It's like, oh my God, someone's coming in. Oh, it's the cat. We have all of these things that we're perceiving from a lot of times a place of fear. And we have these old recordings sometimes from growing up. Oh, she's shy, or she's not as talented as her brother, or he's always getting in trouble. We need to move out of that. Every time those loops come back in, we're piling on that density, and we're doing that to ourselves over and over. No, the only way to change these is to meet it with a new vibration. That is our responsibility. If we want to live a life with a symphony, with love, and to see the great changes that are happening, we just meet it with every moment with a new vibration. And the thing is that all of these things are leaving this imprint, rippling into the universe, recorded in the Akashic record. And it's how we perceive and react to them, whether it's going to be our sadness or someone else's, or movies and media. There's just so much that can trigger the emotion into these dense spaces. So remember what you're allowing into your field and how you're perceiving it and reacting. Emotions are a huge trigger for your vibration. So be careful what you're watching. And if you're, just be careful about your perception. Things come in, we can get that jolt of fear, or we can come back to our breath and be present and send love. It's a big responsibility. It takes a lot of courage and strength and awareness, but everyone here can do it. Everyone on this planet can do it. We just have to choose. I got all over the place. So when we have these densities that are coming in, some of the worst things are the stuff that we do to ourselves. If we made a mistake, we feel guilty, we feel shame, we blame ourselves for things. Honestly, a lot of us, and I've been one, took a lot of therapy, but we spin these things in our head that we aren't divine love. Like, I'm always late. I am not good enough. I am not thin enough. I don't have enough money. I am blank, fill in the blank enough. And that becomes our belief system. And that just creates more density. And over time, this is the field that we're operating in. Now, density doesn't always have to be negative. Our bodies are a dense form of light, basically. So we have a choice. We can imprint our bodies with this new or present moment divine love vibration in every moment, or we can just let these old loops keep playing, or let the outside influence who we are and take us out of our joyful curiosity and loving state. And we can create this beautiful symphony radiating from us. Even when we can't control the outside frequencies, we can control what's happening within us. That's our choice. Consider choosing a place of discernment through the filter of love. In discernment, we're leading ourselves to the solution and away from the problem. And we can practice this filter of love in all moments until it becomes the new chorus of our life. Chelsea had to learn the new chorus in that song. It took a couple times, but she did it. And the same thing with us, a little bit of practice. We can start changing these inner loops, the words that we use, the actions that we take, the perception of how we feel about what's going on in our world. And we really keep practicing that as if our life's depended on it, as if our world depends on it, because it does. We are part of what's happening here. And how do we want to move forward? We can't get there by repeating the same vibration. We must meet these challenges, perhaps the biggest challenges our planet has ever seen. Meet them with a new vibration, a vibration of love, a love song. So how do we take over as maestro of our orchestra and begin to broadcast a higher frequency life song? By tuning these instruments, by directing our composer, our awareness, right? Our observer, and the performers of our life, which is our words and our actions, and bring yourself into divine alignment. As the spiritual principle says, it's your responsibility to be in balance and live in truth and love. That is really what you are. All this other stuff that's been piled on all our life, that's not really what we are. That's just what we've experienced. So I have 3 simple processes. A, become aware, which I've been saying the whole time, right? You notice. It's easy to notice when you feel bad, right? It's easy to notice, or maybe not. But begin to notice when low vibrational words come out of you, judgment and so forth. So you become aware. A. B is breathe. Breathe. Your breath brings you into this present moment. And that is where your point of power is. Always, always in this present moment. Nothing from that past, nothing from forward. This moment is all we have. So your breath brings you into this present moment. And then C is to choose. Choose a better feeling thought. Choose to align with your heart. Choose love. Choose neutrality. Sometimes they're really intense and big stuff, and it's hard to just go from this big awful thing to like peace and love. So try to go to neutrality. Neutrality is a good foundation for building. It's coming back without judgment and just being, even if you're just present. So aware, breathe, and choose. Instead of judgment, choose preference. Choose discernment to neutrality. Explore that you can filter your moment-to-moment vibration with love. Now, I said it's simple, but it's not easy. So it's not always easy. It's a process, like learning the words to the song, right? It doesn't happen instantly, but if you keep singing and learning, it comes. That's how staying in alignment happens. Just keep choosing. Don't beat yourself up if you're out of alignment. Just keep coming back. Love yourself. Bring love. Oh, it's okay. Here I am. I just noticed. Great. I can come back into alignment. We're made of love. We're made of truth. We're made of light. Let's live from that vibration, that frequency. It's there. It's under there. And we can begin to lift those densities that we've been piling up and that has been piled on us through just facing love. And love for yourself. That's the first thing. Stop those things that are hurting you and just bring that inner love. Because if we don't have inner love, we're basically resisting God and source and everything that gives us life. Because we are God. We are a spark of the divine. I think I've gone so far. How many minutes do I have, Lou? Can I just keep going?
About 20 seconds.
That's it? All right. So we must meet our pain with challenge. And for when we see what is wrong in the world, let us meet that with a new vibration of love. You have the power to change your frequency. You have the power to change your life, your health, all of humanity, and our world. And we are here to do that. Let's wake up every day and decide that no matter what's happening around us, I have control of myself, my connection to the divine, and I'm going out there to share it. Things that come up, send them love. Pray for them. Talking about how it's happened, what's so wrong, and what you did. No, just pray or just send love. It's really that simple. Become aware, breathe, and choose. All right, so I guess my 20 seconds are up. All right, you have the ultimate tool on the tip of your tongue. Sing the anthem. Raise your hands up. Peace be with you. I do have a whole chapter of discernment on my book in the bookstore. So if you want more. Thank you.
Thank you, Jill. There's a prosperity bowl in the back. Our live stream viewers may visit our website at Cassadaga.org and click the donate button. We thank you in advance for your generosity, and this will be used for the buildings and keeping the camp running. Now I'd like to do the announcements pretty quick. At July 14th, our message bearer this coming Wednesday will be Lori Carter. Next Sunday, 7/18, will be Inez Bracey. She is an inspirational speaker. She'll be here next Sunday. And our Sunday Lyceum teacher will be Reverend Phil DeLong. To participate in absentee healing, please print your first name and print the first name and first initial of the last name, a loved one, or even a pet in our healing book at the back of the table. It's right back here where Judy is. Every Thursday, a healing circle is held from 11 to 11 to noon in the Andrew Jackson Davis, but that'd be a long meditation circle. Healing to send out to those in absentee healing list. All are welcome to come to that event on Thursday morning. Service, as well as our Sunday Lyceum and Sunday service, are live streamed through our Facebook page and YouTube channel. At the entrance, you've got a Sunday bulletin. Please take those home with you. Today is CSI Cassadaga Spiritualist Journey 101 with Reverend Diane Davis, Pauline Gold, and Jerry Moore. And from 2 to 4, come hear information, discover about spiritualism from the religious standpoint and understanding by ancient and current. There's be a celebration of life today for June Nobbit. Sunday, June 11th, today at 6 to 9. She is a member of our family, and she passed to spirit a little while ago. A Natural Law series next Saturday with Reverend Diane Davis. Attend in person or via Zoom from 1:30 to 4. It costs us $25. And the Law of Allegiance and the Law of Purpose and Intention. That is what she'll be covering. Remember, we have our Gala Day on August 7th. Heart of Spirit. It'll be here in the organization, so come out for that. We'll have vendors, readers, healers. We'll have all kinds of things going on that day. Our website at Cassadaga.org also has the monthly information as well as our upcoming events. At this time, we'd like to thank our live stream viewers for joining us today, and we look forward to spending time with you again.